How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. I'm gonna try and do this in one take, which is gonna be extremely hard. But this is a message to Steven Suptic of Sugarpine7, aka T-Bin, aka MLG Haunt. As I'm gonna actually be watching the video as we're doing this. So basically, a couple years ago, like 7 years ago, no, not 7, whenever 2013 was. So in 2013, him and a couple other YouTubers co-owned a YouTube channel named Bam Lounge, and he basically, on that channel, they did skits, like comedy skits, and like about zombies and personal trainers and all that crazy stuff. And Steven was a personal trainer in one of the videos, a German personal trainer, and he had a very similar accent to Alfredo's accent. I mean, it's not the exact same. In this one, he's trying to be German, and the other one, he's just trying to sound weird, which basically is German mixed with anything else. Any monster or alien language accent is always just going to be German mixed with some random sounds, I think. It's just common sense for it to be like that, you know? If I were to make some random accent, it would definitely be something mixed with German, but I can't do a German accent, so it would have to be something else. Maybe a Russian
Hello,
accent.
I'm Galvin Heimamhui, German civil philanthropist and architecture major. However, many of you know me as Galvin Hammer, personal trainer extraordinaire.
But that's basically all I have to say about that. And then again in I think it was June or July. Hold on, I need to go get my sheet of paper. So it says I wrote down that it was made in May this year, or I guess last year now. In May, on the Sugarpine7 channel, they made a video where it was actually the first video Alfredo was in. He was there as the cameraman, and at one point in the video, he touches James's back, and you can see his hand, and it obviously looks exactly like Steve's hand. And I also put a side-by-side image comparison. I mean, I know the image is poor quality, the one that I took, not the part of the video one. But you're just gonna have to, deal with that, because I couldn't find a better image.
Alfredo
hurt.
Where did you get Steve's wedding?
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot now.
Is that Steve's wedding?
Alfredo don't know. With Alfredo
What do you mean you don't know Alfredo? Is it his wedding ring or is it not his wedding ring?
I'm a little scamp.
I'm gonna get you, Alfredo. I'm gonna get you.
Just so basically, Alfredo is wearing Steve's wedding ring, and his fingers and hand look exactly the same. As you can see, the bones are sticking out, obviously, and there's a vein popped out in between his thumb and his pointer finger. And also his fingers look like little rectangles, which also looks like the same as the picture. And in this video, Kib calls him out for wearing Steve's wedding ring. In this next clip, there is Steve and James, and on the same side of the table, and in this part, they're sharing a mic because Steve wasn't going to be in the podcast, but he decided later that he wanted to be in the podcast, so he decided to share a mic with James, and at some point they decided to start prank calling people. And when they started prank calling, they prank called this one guy named Bernie Burns, I'm pretty sure, and I'm guessing he's some social media guy, but apparently he owns a Tesla. So they called him about inviting him to some Tesla event, and Elon Musk was going to be there, and he was going like, hey, you're going to get James was going like, hey, you're going to get to be on an interview with Elon Musk for, then we're going to, you know, and Steve scoots in. So James is like, hey, do you want to talk to Elon Musk is here? Do you want to talk to Elon Musk? And he's just like, all right. And then so Steve scoots in, and James readjusts the mic to face Steve. The camera flips to the other camera. It moves. The clip is cut to the other camera, and then Alfredo starts talking, which it looks a lot like it's Steve who is Alfredo, because
Here's the date of that.
It's going to be January 8th.
January 8th. Well, yeah, that sounds fun. I would love to do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Are you interested in doing a little piece with Elon? Elon's going to be there.
For what purpose? I mean, like for broadcast on our channels, or for interviewed by you guys?
Interviewed by us.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Bernie, hey, well, actually, man, I've got a little treat for you. I actually have Elon here, and he knows about Rooster Teeth. He knows all about you guys, and he would love to talk to you for a minute if you think that'd be okay.
Listen, dude, sure. No.
That's amazing. All right.
Hello, this is Elon.
Hey, it's such a pleasure to hear your voice. I'm a huge fan.
Yes, we're going to Mars. Did you hear?
Steve was right there, and he had just adjusted the mic to be right there in front of Steve, and Steve had just moved in closer, readjusted himself so that he could talk into the mic and into the phone. So it's like it's at this point, I think it's definitely Steve. And then later in the video, or actually earlier in the video, alright, I'm skipping around a little bit, but later in the video, he does the same thing. So James is just like, hey, do you want to talk to Elon Musk? And then, do you want to talk to Elon again, or something, when they called him back to tell him that it was just a prank, and Steve is the one that starts talking.
I won't be helping you pay for that.
You better realize it yet. Eventually, I will extract it.
Send a screenshot.
Do you want to talk to Elon again?
Quality of life. I don't want to talk to Elon. It was too much. Talking to Elon was too much the first time.
Oh, that was the entire goal of it, was to have you talk to Elon.
Well, listen, it was an honor, and
So that's kind of like, just told everybody that he was Alfredo. But then earlier in the video, Alfredo is on the phone prank calling someone else, and he says, I did not speak a lick of Spanish.
A lick of Spanish?
And then later, when they called the guy back to tell him that it was a prank, he said Steve was on the phone, and he said, I didn't hear a lick of that when he said something. I think it's highly unlikely that two different people at different times would say the same phrase that people say when they, you know, like, I didn't speak a lick of this, I don't speak a lick of this, he didn't speak a lick of this, you know? So I think that's, I mean, it's not very strong evidence, but it is definitely evidence. It just reinforces everything else I've been saying, I think. And then just today, or maybe it was yesterday, either today or yesterday, they uploaded a video. It was called hold on. It was called... Alright, I'll just edit in the name later. Right here. So basically in this video, I'm about to show you a clip that shows Alfredo talking, and then I'm going to show you a clip that is Steve saying that he wasn't there because he forgot the guy's birthday was on that day.
You smell like you're going to flake.
I wish I understood you. You just mock me? I
Yeah.
Don't ever disrespect me in any way.
No, fuck off.
I did, however, wish I was there to question him about something extremely important to me.
Now after you saw that clip, you know that Alfredo's the cameraman and Steve is not there. But then later in the video, they get caught by a employee of the arcade, and he says, "You can't record in here." And Kib says to him, "Well, can we take pictures?" And he's just like, "No pictures, no pictures." And he's just like, "Well, it's for college. It's a college project or something like that." And at the same time Kib says it, there's a voice that sounds like it's coming from behind the camera that sounds exactly like Steve.
Now, this doesn't happen often, but when it does, we usually have a line of defense. The first line is hoping that maybe they don't recognize that it's a video camera.
Can we take pictures? Can we take pictures?
He knew it was a video camera. I could see the look of disappointment in Kib's face. Thankfully, the man fell right into our second line of defense.
What's it for?
I could see the hope in Kib's eyes returning, because we always have the same excuse, and it always works.
It's literally for a college project. College project.
And Steve is not supposed to be there, and we already know Alfredo is the cameraman. So, if Steve is the cameraman, and Alfredo is the cameraman, Steve's not supposed to be there, Alfredo is there, then Steve is Alfredo. And if I could be getting all of this wrong, they might be just staging it to look like Steve is Alfredo, but I think a lot of this stuff is more editing mistakes, or in the moment they say something and they can't recreate the moment, so they just leave it in, hoping nobody will notice. But guess what? I notice. I think that's the last clip I have.
College project.
So, Steve, if you are watching this, I did not do this as a personal thing. I like your channel. I've been watching it since like 2000. Actually, ever since I started watching Bam Lounge, which was back when, way before that Office series. So I don't know when that was. Maybe 2014, 2015. And I really like your channel, and it's my favorite channel now. It has been for a while. So this wasn't a personal thing. It was just that I like leeching views off of you. If you have seen, I mean, not if you have seen, but I re-uploaded your I Wanna Die by Steven Suptic animated and your regular I Wanna Die by Steven Suptic, because you deleted them, and I don't know why, because they were great videos. I mean, I know that I get why you deleted them, but still, they were, I really liked them. Basically, the video I uploaded, that was I Wanna Die by Steven Suptic, got almost 25,000 views, and it's my second most viewed video. And I also re-uploaded your animated one, which got 373 views, your Dude Cutter, which was basically the end part of one of your videos, can't remember, I just thought it was really funny and I thought more people deserved to see it, so I re-uploaded just that section of it, and it got 180 views. And I also uploaded a Try Not to Laugh Jake Paul edition, which it wasn't really a Try Not to Laugh, I just mixed up a whole bunch of dumb stuff and made it I guess, funnier. And I used one of your old thumbnails from when you still did reaction videos, when you did the Try Not to Laugh video, and I used that as the thumbnail, just as a joke, going like, you know, guys, I miss this. I mean, I didn't like that more than what you do now, but you know, it was still funny, I guess. And I uploaded that, and it got 129 views. But I also but that got like age restricted or something, so I re-uploaded it, and it only got like 64 views. I didn't use the same thumbnail because I thought that might have been what caused it. But it got a whole bunch less views, and so I kind of just like didn't do it, and it got a whole bunch less views. And it got less views even though the other one was age restricted, which is crazy, I think. So basically, I just leech views off of you, and I'm proud to do it, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And thank you for the opportunity to leech your views. Goodbye.
I wanna die. Darkness will consume my body and mind. I really wanna fucking die. Happiness is Satan's embrace, reaching for my lifeless corpse, driving into oncoming traffic. Hey, how about that? Dropping a blow dryer in my bathtub, cool and good. Paying a doctor to perform euthanasia just takes a lot of money and a little persuasion. Kill me, kill me, kill me, it's better this way. I want you to bag my body up and throw it in a lake. Don't be afraid, just do what I say. Before I wake up next, please cut my brakes. I want to die so fucking bad. And you just don't understand. I'm just saying I need a change when every single day always feels the same. Getting lost inside the unknown is the closest I've ever felt to home. The home is death! Death! Take me away! I don't wanna live another day! Thank you.